I guess we'll just do them in order. That makes sense, right? Well, let me make sure my volume's not too loud. Sometimes I talk and my little Amazon robot's like, "What'd you say? You called for me?" I love the sound of water.
To this world all alone.
Well, that's cute.
But here in the house of the hearth, you will grow up to be strong. Your goal is to learn, to compete, to defeat all your brothers and sisters in battle.
That's not Arlecchino talking.
Become king.
Is that previous Arlecchino?
Where's Perware? Didn't she want to hear the story?
Excuse me, Mother. She's doing a funeral for her spider.
That child. Maybe her curse is flaring up again. Clairvy, see to her.
Oh, okay.
So she's always had those eyes, huh? I don't know what gave me the impression she got them later, but I love Cake. Did she not like her or something? Was she looking away for?
You want some?
Oh, maybe not.
Sure.
Oh, that's sad.
You must know spiders don't eat cake. Oh, yeah, I know.
Who cut that cake? Look at the size of that slice. Yo, she caught a fish with her bare hands. Wait, that's kind of cool. Hold on a minute. Actually, let me watch it in full first. I'll go back to it later. She looks at she ate someone for dinner after all. That's true. I do like Cake. Who got injured? Oh, I see.
Do mothers usually argue with their daughters? I heard that in Snezhnaya, colored light dances in the sky at night.
That has a vaguely dark implication. Not what she just said, the mother-daughter thing.
Shall we go see it together?
Yeah, little Arlecchino's cute. Yo, she's dead. You can't say when we grow up and not expect to die. There it is, she's dead.
You will be a great king.
I didn't want to feel today. Oh, well, there it is.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
Yeah, Sag indeed. The positioning was kind of weird. It kind of makes me think, I don't know, I gotta form words. Is that a double blade? Everybody gets a double blade. So presumably she just came from a
I should
fight.
have pruned this flower long ago.
Who chooses to fight in
Not
heels?
waited till it wilts.
Those are Lumidu spells, right?
Grotesque. Wouldn't you agree?
Uh-oh. Wait, she's got fire powers already? Surely that's curse related then.
Innocence and kindness are such beautiful qualities. Sadly, they're all so useless!
You don't seem like a very likable person. That was kind of cool. I should be taking notes. There's a lot of things I want to say, but I'm gonna think I'm gonna forget.
A bird tied down will never fly the nest. You are no exception.
This is a little loud. It wasn't this loud before, I swear. See, I don't think the intention is for her to fly the nest as a bird. There's a lot of... They put a lot of emphasis on the spider thing. I'm curious about the relevance of that flower.
Surrender. Let your mother guide you, and you shall become the one true king.
No, you gotta look at her arms. She's getting that anime main character buff. You're dead. Oh, there it is. Holy sh**.
My answer is no.
Bye. So she... I'm assuming she doesn't have a vision yet. So she can just spit fire like that, huh? I'm assuming it's a curse thing, but it's kind of cool. I'm assuming she turned herself in, or just didn't resist, because, like, if she killed a Harbinger, who the f*** is going to want to say, alright, you're under arrest?
Her Majesty the Tsaritsa
Cursed energy, that's what I think too. That makes sense. I have an interesting thing about the curse that I'm thinking of. That's Scaramouche, that's funny. I don't know why it's so funny to see him in a hood.
And its legacy of bloodshed.
Senor is here too. Where's everybody else?
My poor, mad, cursed knave.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, there's more. You're my orphan now.
I will raise you as my child, like a strict and unfeeling father.
Oh, you know, that's, well, that's kind of sad. So she chose, okay, I was under the impression, she went with father because father, like a father figures and mother figures have different roles in the family, right? I was under the impression she picked father as her title because the father is traditionally seen as like the provider of the family, right? Not necessarily as emotionally invested one, not the nurturing one, right? The provider, really. But now that I'm thinking about it, she probably picked father because she didn't want to be associated with mother, which is, yeah, balls indeed. Maybe I'll find something different on the second watch. So these little stuffed animals represent the kids, huh? Who's this supposed to be? This, I think, was hanging off of the dull blade later.
She's doing a funeral for her spider.
So that's unfortunate.
That child. Maybe.
And here's the thing I was thinking of earlier. So her hands are darkening here. So I guess when she's emotionally distressed, the curse acts up, which makes sense because that's what happened later on, right? But in this scene, her limbs are darkening, or her hands are darkening at least, right? In an upcoming scene, it seems to only have her fingertips. So it seems to progress and recede depending on her mood. But in all the recent media, her hands seem to be black all the time. Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier. Look at this. Somebody cut out this tiny ass slice of cake. This line caught my eye because this, in conjunction with, like, see, she's got like bruises and bumps on her, right? So I'm wondering if mom went and beat her up for something. Literally every single anime I've ever watched where someone says, when we grow up, they die before that.
See it together?
I was wondering about this because this doesn't look like a this doesn't look like an offensive stance to take, right? It kind of just looks like she was standing there. Like, it doesn't look like the stance you would have after stabbing somebody, so it makes me think she impaled herself. Kind of. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to tell without, you know, actually seeing it. Hi. So this is editing guy, who also happens to be the reacting guy, but I'm editing right now. When I was looking at the VOD footage, I think I saw it wrong when I watched it the first couple of times, so I brought the actual thing into the timeline. So I was looking at this, and I think I saw it wrong. My initial assumption was that she impaled herself on Arlecchino's blade. But here, when she falls over, you can see that the sword is still in her. And then when the shot moves to the next scene, I assume she hasn't moved, but it kind of looks like she's still holding her sword here, which makes me think that she stabbed herself with her own sword, and like right in front of her. because I guess characters are just hotter when they need therapy. I don't know. But yeah, that's it for now. I'll come back if I find anything else that I missed. Yeah, here's the dull blade with the little hair ornament that the girl had. Whenever I think of combat, the least comfortable footwear I can think to partake in combat with is heels, right? So I don't know why people choose to do it, but I remember I played Nier Automata a long time ago, and I remember an interview with Yoko Taro where somebody was like, "Why do you make the androids fight in heels? Surely that can't be comfortable for combat." And he's like, "I don't know, I just like heels." And I was like, "Okay, good enough for me, I guess." Hi, it's me again. I had a minor revelation, I think. She's talking about the Lumidus flower and how she should have pruned it. But she's saying it's grotesque, and she's asking if Arlecchino agrees. What the first couple times I was watching this, I was wondering what the relevance of the flower was, and then I realized it's the daughter. Here, she wears a little Lumidus necklace, and it kind of makes sense because I think a lot of the children are associated with, or maybe not a lot of them, but the ones I noticed at least are associated with some kind of plant. Like this girl has the fruit on her head, right? The fruit ornament. That makes a lot of sense for a number of things. This line, she says,
I should have pruned this flower long ago, not waited till it wilts. How grotesque. Wouldn't you agree?
So when she's coming up the stairs here, it seems relatively calm, right? So I realized that this dialogue the previous knave speaks is not meant to be just idle chatter. I think it's meant to be a provoking taunt. That's redundant. I think it's meant to be a taunt. And then you have this step that sounds aggressive, right? I think she's actually referencing her kid and how she doesn't really like care. Anyway, that's it for that. This scene caught my eye. When the live stream thing was going on, right? They were really trying to push the image of a spider, and honestly, it kind of bugged me a little bit. Pun somewhat intended. In the live stream, she had appendages coming out of her back, right? They kind of look like wings, but they also kind of look like insect legs, and they tried to say she looked like a spider. When I saw that, I was like, well, she's got 6 legs on her back. But then the obvious answer to that is, well, you got to count her 2 legs. Then that makes 8. But if you're going to count her legs, you should probably also count her arms, because they're also appendages, right? Like, spiders don't have 8 legs and then 2 arms. They just have 8 appendages. So she's either an insect or, like, a centipede, but not really a spider. She doesn't have 8 legs. She's got 6 of the things on her back and then 4 other limbs, or she's got, like, you know, just the 6. Spiders in Genshin only have 6 legs? Really? I guess this is one of those Tibet has its own laws kind of things. That is crazy. I had no idea. The good news is spiders apparently, when spiders attack you, you're not in combat. That's crazy. That does look like 6 legs. Are there like 2 hidden ones somewhere? Okay. Spiders in Genshin only have 6 legs. Today I learned. But yeah, this caught my eye because it looks like a spider in a web. And that's really kind of cool. And there's a very similar thing that comes up later that reminds me of that too. Now, the other thing that's got me a little bit curious is I don't see a vision on this woman either.
A bird tied down will never fly the nest. You are no exception.
I don't think the idea is to be a bird. I think it's supposed to be a spider. Some spiders eat birds, which is terrifying. 3rd time's the charm. So, I realized a couple things, and they're not really in a good order for anything. So I'm just gonna kind of spout it out. The thing where Clairvy is represented by the Lumidus flower makes a lot of sense, because this is what she sees here, and then she gets her funny, like, anime main character power buff thing. The other thing I realized, so in this part, she says her answer is no. My initial interpretation of that was she didn't want the mother to lead her to be a king. Looking back at this now, knowing that the mother was talking about the Lumidus flower in reference to her daughter, she asks if... She says that the flower is grotesque and she should have pruned it, and then she says, wouldn't you agree? And I think that's what she's actually answering when Arlecchino says, my answer is no. I think she's been thinking about that question posed at the beginning instead of the idea of becoming the new king. Anyway, I think that's probably the last time I poke in here. Also, the video is getting longer than I thought it would be. Anyway, that's it. Here's the other thing I like to think about every once in a while. I think about heals in combat and how uncomfortable it must be, but at the same time, these things are dangerous. Imagine getting kicked with that much force with a heel. Like, that kills people. She's like a bug caught in the web now. Wait, so I caught this on the first time, but I didn't really think about it. When you have her signature weapon, her signature polearm turns into a scythe. Apparently she can just conjure that, so why can't they just give her the scythe animation for all the other weapons? I feel bad for Signora Mains, because, like, she looks like a cool character. And I remember at the beginning of the game, so many people were excited to pull for her, and now she's dust. Little Scaramouche in this funny little hood. I don't know why it's funny to me, I don't know. I can't wait for him to be a unit.
This title
Hopefully he
and its
doesn't
legacy
die.
of bloodshed.
So I think I know where this is. And I actually think I know where the other place is where she fought the mother
Come
lady.
with me, like a strict and unfeeling father.
I'm so down bad. I think this is a place in game. It's weird because, like, I can't tell if the scenery looks familiar because I've seen it, or if the scenery looks familiar because it just looks like a lot of other spots in Fontaine. This looks kind of close. So I think this is this mountain. That one over there. This, whoops. There's this, which kind of looks like this. And that is the ruin of a building over there. It's roughly the same shape. Where is this on the map? It's over here. This spot. You know, that kind of explains what... So if you go up and down this coast, there's a lot of Fatui operatives along this road. And, like, there are Fatui operatives sprinkled all over the place, but around here it feels particularly concentrated, which I guess kind of makes sense now. Look, there's even some up here. Wait. Am I killing Arlecchino's orphans? All of a sudden I feel kind of bad. Alright, teaser. Let's go.
I'm sorry, Father. I was reckless. When I saw those emaciated patients, those poor children, the futile hope in their eyes.
I've told you before, recklessness always leads to failure. But it was not wholly in vain. I shall settle the rest.
What happened? Philanthropist and savior of the poor? I don't know if I believe that.
Those fools. They will never know the wonders of wealth.
Dick!
Huh?
You're in trouble now. Holy Holy It should be me. Oh, okay. That's how I want to go.
Father.
What's up, dude?
Your face.
Your father is fathering.
Framine, we
What
can
happened to
take
her
in a
face?
few more homeless children next
Oh,
year.
is there blood on it?
I have acquired some new funds.
She just f***ing stole the Kai.
Okay.
Well, I guess that makes sense. He's dead. He's dead. He's not using it. Oh, she didn't even wash up.
Mission
She just went immediately there, huh?
You can sleep now.
Thank you. Once I'm better, I'll start my next mission.
Wait, she just died? Holy. She kept his rings? Wait, hold on.
Those who parade their virtues often do the most evil.
You figure you kill somebody, you don't want to keep anything of theirs.
We are
It
not
just kind of
like
incriminates
them.
you, doesn't it?
Rest in peace, Snezhevna. My child.
Well, that was kind of dark. Says a lot, though. So, like, she was so focused on the mission, she was literally dying. It's a cool promotional video. I like how they kind of flavor the character, but I don't know how to feel. It's kind of dark. Video covers a wild range of emotions from please step on me to give this woman the #1 father mug I've made with tears in my eyes. I feel like I would have more things to say, but I get distracted by the guy getting stepped on. I feel weirdly turned on right now.